We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Love. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. An inside give to Jones. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Packers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Completes it again to Dobbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Dances by him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
On the ball.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Room here to run. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Love looking to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. Past the 20. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He finds some open field here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Right, 97. Green back.
To throw now. Here's Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Blue check. Black ultra.
On 2nd and 9. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Off of play action, here's Lance. Steps away. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Light blue. Blue striker. Ready?
Love from the gun. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. To about the 48-yard line. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Love now. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the 1st half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First down, Love to pass. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Love. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First down, going to the air with Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 3rd down, here's Jim. And he lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, not get free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 118 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a play fake. Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Right, 97.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And credit the tackle to Theo Jackson.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On second down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing his Lance on third down. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with career touchdown number 60. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action this time with Love. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Love, they go play action now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To the air again, Love. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or 2 about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long. He's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Finding room at midfield, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on third and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Right, kick.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Here's Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to...
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lot. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 37, Packers 3. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, Love. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Rolling to his left. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Throwing. Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw again on second down. Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ready, go.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Love. He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Down the numbers. There he goes. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense.